Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 35. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Pocket breaking down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Caves lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lyle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 20. Inside, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Leaves it with the running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup from 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers. Oh,
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
2nd down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's
there he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Keith. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time. To kick it away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
All right, defense. It ain't working. right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to sling it on second down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Touchdown, Miami! Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Pringle. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. On second and goal, they go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Caught over the middle. It's Sturgeon. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Hokies line up to punt it away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Canes are marching down the field. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the team.
Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. With the catch, it's Lyle.
And you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some play.
Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Smashes it between the uprights. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
38, Virginia Tech, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Humphrey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle at Sturgeon. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Heath. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Gonna run it. It's Ellison. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Breaks the tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Canes have this offense rolling. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down.
He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a